Every Tuesday and every Thursday.
Hey,
Tap in.
is this thing on? Can you hear me?
Roy
Is anybody
Anthony
out
Show
there?
is the spot to be, baby.
Hey, tune in.
It's the hottest show, homie, on the West Coast. The Roy Anthony Show. It's the hottest show, homie, on the West Coast. The Roy Anthony Show. It's the hottest show, homie, on the West Coast. The Roy Anthony Show. And it's featuring the homie Big Hank and Christina. It's the hottest show, homie, on the West Coast. The Roy Anthony Show. It's the hottest show, homie, on the West Coast. The Roy Anthony Show. It's the hottest show, homie, on the West Coast. The Roy Anthony Show. And it's featuring the co-host Big Hank and Christina. It's the hottest show, homie, on the West Coast. Everybody tune in, you dig it? It's funny as hell, my dude. It's when we can kick every Tuesday. Everything is going down. Every Thursday. They about to do the most. It ain't a confrontation, it's a conversation, homie. Yo, on the weekends, the Roy Anthony Show. It's during the week, homie. The Roy Anthony Show. What you listening to? The Roy Anthony Show. Come on and get a tap in before we gotta tap in.
What it do? What it do? What it do? Man, it's good to be back. Welcome to the beginning of the season 4. That's right. Hey, what's up, Dean? Appreciate it, man. He said, hey, Roy and crew, appreciate you, man. It took off a month in between and got a lot of stuff taken care of. Matter of fact, we're actually really is working on a major studio, and we're starting some programs that we want to really thank. We're about to show people how we actually try to help with our military, our veterans, anybody who can wants to talk instead of committing suicide, which is what the Woe Entertainment was created for, to bring awareness. Let me introduce myself. I am Roy Anthony. Welcome to the Roy Anthony Show. My co-hosts would be in Big Hank. Please pray for Christina Carter. Christina Carter slipped and looked like she broke her leg, and they got her. They doing an observation for her at the hospital. But we continue it on. Just keep her in our prayers. Then we want to give a shout out to the creator of the Woe Entertainment, my man Richard King, aka Redneck Pimp, along with the co-creator Goose. And then we have our wonderful platinum-based Blue Phoenix, who's our social producer, along with Athens. And then we want to give a shout out to our sponsor, Matthew Brooks. Then we want to give a special shout out to BB Nations. Man, I really got love for these guys, man. I wouldn't care if they look like Quasimodo and stuff. They're going to get a big hug from me, and I don't care if they was bent over with a hunchback. I'd hug and be like, hey, man, we're about to kick it and eat and drink, Looking forward to kicking with BB Nation. I appreciate their acceptance of me, because I just try to be myself. I keep it 100. As everybody knows, probably realize, I just released a comedy album out, Keep It 100 performance that I did with Big Hank in Memphis, Tennessee. We want to challenge ourselves. We went from being over there, we from Long Beach, and our comedy, most comics seem to love their territory, but I always tell I'm a national comic. That means I can go to any state, any city, any little county, whatever, and I'm a rock. I'm gonna recognize my crowd because I'm a professional comedian. If you see some of my comedy where I do cussing, and this is a place where it's like, say, for your aunties and your grandmamas and all them, I'm not going to say no cuss words. Just like when I'm doing it for church, or or even when I'm around my mother. Believe it or not, I don't particularly cuss. Now, I have said a cuss word because I got upset, but I try to be respectful. And so, as a professional comic, we have to recognize our crowd. Thanks, Dean. Dean said BV is good people. Yes, they are. BV Nation, which is the backwood veterans. Let me see. Wait a minute, man. My co-stars in. I haven't seen them in a month. Let's give it up. What's up, Big Hank? How you doing, sir?
Man, I'm good, Roy. What's happening, man? It's season 4. Let's get it.
Man, it's season 4, and I want everyone to know is that we got 3 segments. And first I want to say, Big Hank, how you been doing, bro? Before we
Man, listen, Roy, man, God been blessing me, man. I can't complain, man. Everything been good, man. How about yourself, man? It's been a minute, it's been a month, right?
Man, I'm blessed, man. We're just working to get stuff going. Matter of fact, we've been seriously working on the studio.
Yeah.
And it looks like we may have it in, I think I talked to you about it, in the Midwest. Because of there is a lot of people that me and Big Hank wants to work with. And we met more people in Memphis, of course. Then we got Kansas City here. A lot of people, we was talking about you the other day.
Yeah.
About when people first started watching us, me and Big Hank have a camaraderie.
Yes, sir. And
I've never told him, hey man, you shouldn't say this, you shouldn't say that. I accept him for him. If you hear his story, if you know him, and so guess what, Big Hank? These people been paying attention now. They love Big Hank.
I love you, man. Thank you, bro, man. All this is from you, though. This is what I want you to know, man. All this, when I got with you, I didn't know nobody in Memphis, nobody in Kansas City, nobody. Now I know people in Kansas City and Memphis because of my big homie, Roy Anthony, man. You understand? Be hard, man.
Man, this is my security blanket, man. Look, y'all, I talk, but I look at Big Hank. Sometimes I say a word and I'm not secure about it, but I look at Big Hank. If I say a word wrong, he's gonna give me that look. Show him the look you're gonna give me if I say a word wrong.
What disingenuous mean then? What it mean? What
And see, some people, I want people to understand when you look at us, yes, we're from the hoods, but we're educated.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Big Hank is from USC.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
A lot of people, unless you want to cheat like Lindsay Lohan, how them people did. Yeah. Hank didn't cheat to get it to USC.
Not at all. They had to check our grades. They don't even let you get in. If you're an athlete, they don't even let you get in if you got a C average. You can't get in the SC with no C average.
Not the USC, not that power school.
Nope. You can't even get in there with that. And if you don't keep, now once you get in there, you could keep a C average, but if you go under a C average, you out of there. And there was a few niggas that when I came into the freshman, it was a few cats that was gone. They had to go back to junior college because they couldn't keep up with the grades.
You see what I was just about to say? You're going to have to go to junior college, get back up and say, hey, Big Hank was there all 4 years. What that tell you? He knew how to do his work.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
He knew how. Look, as professional comics, me and Big Hank, I know, you know, we sometimes we have shows where we recognize a crowd, so we gonna cuss, we gonna say something.
Right.
Now, if we was doing something for the church, ain't a cuss word coming out.
No, not at all. That's right.
It's automatically, you know what I'm saying? Let our be around our mothers and so we don't just carry ourselves, you know. Right. So we're professionals. We know when to a base and we know to a bound.
We're bound. Man,
that's if you don't Paul said.
Man, you preaching today? You preaching today?
Yeah, I try to keep in line with the word. All right. They look at us and try to illustrate what they think is holy.
Right.
But I feel like the basic instructions before leaving earth, which is the Bible, tells me to love my Lord, my God, with all my heart,
mind, and strength. Yes, and strength.
And then love my neighbor as I love myself.
As you love yourself. And then everything else fall up under that.
If I cover them two,
you good.
Everything, huh?
You in there like swimwear, yes, sir.
So he never said, bro, you ain't coming to heaven without paying your tithes.
No, he didn't say none of that. No,
he ain't said none of that. No, he didn't say, bro, if you teasing with somebody, you say a cuss word, I don't know if you coming to heaven.
No, he didn't say that. He didn't say that.
Jesus hung with sailors and other carpenters. Them the main ones that will be cussing. They'll say you cuss like a sailor.
Yes, sir. Yes,
you know. But see, we want to look at the ones who cheats us. It's the ones who's always wearing them suits and talk real smooth. You know where I see it. My theory is, and you know, and they sound professional, but you don't know if they got good intents for you.
That's right. That's
You
right.
know, them people in Enron, they were all wearing suits. They took all those people life savings, been working for years.
Yes, sir.
You know, I want to do a segment about the brother who got the Amazon workers to get unionized.
Oh
Now,
yeah.
and that brother is not wearing a suit and tie and everything.
No, no.
He done made a movement around the world, but he's been keeping it 100. He's doing that on purpose. Don't measure me by my clothes content.
That's
measure
right.
me by the contents of my character and the way I think.
And my heart. Yes, sir. And my heart, man. Yes, sir.
Yeah, go ahead, Big Hank. I'm listening to you.
No, you was on the same page I am. You can't judge a book. You can't judge a book by its cover. Period.
By its cover.
Period.
Dean said it's hard to love my neighbor, so I employed quote, I don't want to see you starve, but you ain't eating at my table, unquote, and quote, tall fences make good neighbors. But see, now what he's saying is he ain't gonna let you starve.
No, that's right. Right. You can have something to eat here. Here you go. You go over there and eat it. Go. Yeah, go over there and have your food.
And, hey, Dean, I want you to know we're totally in agreement with you. I
know that's all good. That's good.
I don't want you to starve, but I ain't bringing you in my house.
Right. Listen, I got something. I got a little almost something that kind of coincides with what he's talking about. The other day, Roy, you've been in my house. You've been in that backyard, my garage back there, and it's an alley behind my fence.
Yes.
So the other day, it was a Hispanic cat. He came down the alley. He didn't have no shirt on. He was sweating, and he looked like he was up to something. And he did like this to me. I said, what? You know what? What is it?
Yeah.
He started asking, can I use your phone? I said, no, man, what you doing in the alley? And then that's when he took off. Now, usually, if it would have been in that situation, I might have asked him if he needed some help or is there anything I could do? But the way his actions and how he approached me let me know that he was up to something. Yeah. What you doing in the alley sweating? Looking around, you've been trying to steal something, man. Go into somebody else's alley and do that. Yeah, don't do that in my alley, man. Go in somebody else's alley and do that.
Some drugs and
hi, talking about, can I use your phone so you can run off with it? No, bro, I'm good. I like keeping my phone. I like my phone.
But see, what I'm saying is, now you asked him what's wrong, and he took out running.
Yeah, he gone.
Hey man, I've been robbed. I've been hurt.
Right,
man. Now you're gonna be like, hey, let me get you some help, bro.
Right.
I'm still not gonna let this fence hold me between me and bars. I'm gonna come around to use this phone. I know
just in case I got to chase your ass down.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But, I want to get on to something. Now, first, we were talking about the black dude that got the union. Yeah. And it's not because he's a black dude. I'm just describing him, people. It's not because we're giving him right. It's that, and he dresses in hip hop and stuff. He dressed like we do.
That's
he's
right.
on a major national stage. Look, he faced the Congress. I gotta get his name. Huh?
He winning. He winning.
Yeah, I don't want to say his name wrong, so I'm looking it up to make sure I say his name right. I think it was Christopher something. Guy, he got Amazon hooked up, and excuse me for a second, people. I want to find this guy's name. Chris Smalls. I knew it was Chris. I remember it was like Biggie Smalls, but it's Chris Smalls.
Chris Smalls.
Yes. Now he's been dressing. Look, he faced the whole Congress. And answered them is like, hey, look here, it's not about Republicans, Democrats. Sound like how you're saying, I'm not a Republican.
Don't have nothing to do with it. Yeah, don't have nothing to do with
it. Humanity. So my mother gave me this policy that she had found it's called the new sick leave policy. And major companies like Amazon and other companies was basically leaning to this new sick leave policy. I would like to read it out to everyone.
Read it to me, Kev.
Sickness, no excuse. We will no longer accept your doctor's statement as proof, as we believe that if you are able to go to the doctor, you are able to come to
Go
work.
to church.
Death.
If you strong enough to go to the doctor, nigga, you strong enough to go to work. That sounds like somebody's mama.
This is how it labels out death. Other than your own,
yeah,
this is no excuse.
Death.
There's nothing you can do for them, and we are sure that someone else in a lesser position can attend to the arrangements. However, if the funeral can be held in late afternoon, we will be glad to let you off 1 hour early.
Let you off early.
Provided that your share of work is ahead enough to keep the job going in your absence.
Oh my gosh.
Wait a minute. Third thing of death. Your own. This will be accepted as an excuse, but we would like a 2-week notice, as we feel it is your duty to teach someone else your job. Leave of absence for an operation. We are no longer allowing this practice. We wish to discourage any doubt that you may have about needing an operation. We believe that as long as you are employed here, you will need all of whatever you have and should not consider having anything removed. We hired you as you are, and to have anything removed will certainly make you less than what we bargained for. And the last part. Too much time is being spent in the restroom. In the future, we will follow the practice of going to the restroom in alphabetical order. For instance, those whose names begin with A will go from 8 a.m. to 8:05 a.m. B will go from 8:05 to 8:10 a.m. and so on. If you are unable to go at your time, it will be necessary to wait until the day when your turn comes again. Dean said it sounded like the military. Now, everyone knows, we wanted everybody to know that we've been breaking it down to 3 segments. Now, as y'all know, when it comes to sports, and I've been over Big Hank's. Hank is an avid sports watcher when it comes to football and basketball.
Football, basketball, boxing.
Yes.
Yeah, all that.
Me too. I'm a boxing fan. I'm glad you said I was gonna break that in because I was so proud of my man Devin Haney. Went over there to Australia and came back as a
yes, sir. Yes, sir. David Haney. Yeah, he did.
Yeah. And but I want everyone to know Big Hank actually played. He held some records for receptions at USC.
Yes, sir.
Now everybody knows USC is on TV and they play power schools and everything. Now, if I was going to add some information about sports, I'm more likely going to talk to someone who's knowledgeable in there. Me, I can talk on a basis as being another bystander who keeps the statistics and sometimes, you know, the what they call fantasy sports and all this stuff. But Hank actually was in there. I always ask him, every time I see you.
Yes, sir.
I always think, and I brought this to him, the feeling of catching a touchdown in front of all these people, and they're yelling, Hank Norman.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Look, I've been to USC. It was empty, and the place is humongous. Yes, 100 and some thousand people.
105,000.
Here he is, knowing he got it. I can see him. 4 years, not just one semester, 4 years.
Yes,
running,
sir.
and he gets in the end zone holding the football.
Yes,
that
sir.
is a feeling that every person who has not played sports, and if you do on the side, when you score something, I've been played football on the side with the homies, and you score and juke somebody, it's a celebration. Yeah, right.
Yeah,
I can just the feeling.
Yes,
I would pay probably a paycheck to have that feeling of burning someone on a football field. Yeah, running, getting to the end zone, hold the ball up, and everybody's screaming, "Bro, Anthony!" My life can end right now.
Hey, life don't get no better than that. It don't get no. And you on Channel 7, and you
Yeah.
on Channel 7, and the whole world watching you. Come on,
Then
man.
he said, dang, Big Hank, I didn't know you were a football star. Yes, you can look him
Yeah.
up.
I played a little bit. Yes, sir.
And the thing is, okay, I want people to know, because we pushing this a lot. You hear us laughing, but we've gone through problems, y'all, personally. And I sometimes think, like J.O. Felony said in the song, the stuff I've been through, an average person would have killed this.
That's right. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Now, we know that Woe Entertainment was created to bring awareness to suicides of our veterans.
Right.
And so where me and Big Hank, we say we tackle subjects and we try to astound on some conversations that someone may say, hey, I can relate to what they're saying. That's what I'm kind of going through.
Right.
Because sometimes we can have a big mess up and it feels like our whole life was affected, which it might be. But I'm an example. Big Hank's an example.
Yes, sir.
I was not on a platform as high as he was. He's still on that platform because his name remains in the record books until someone breaks them.
Yeah, and even when they do break it, it's still that year don't go nowhere. That year don't, I was USC's all-time leading receiver when I left USC. That don't go nowhere. Now, it's some people that went over me and over me and over me, but that right there, that don't go nowhere. That's stuck right there. Yes, sir.
And what gets me is how people now, they can't tell me that they don't measure off of what we call might be a failure,
right? And
then see that, okay, we all made a mistake and we build off of it. It'd be different if he stayed as the pedophile of the gangster part. You're always going to have those remnants, but I'm just saying, you know what I mean? You're not. Big Hank is the head deacon at the church. You see him laugh and everything, but he takes his services seriously. I've been there.
Yes, sir.
I don't call out to him in church. Hey, Big Hank, I see you. No, I respect.
Yes, sir.
And he is serious.
Yes.
The preacher could be preaching, everybody still sitting down. Not Big Hank. He'll stand up like, if it touch him, he don't care who's looking at him.
No, not
he'd be like, say it, Doc.
Yes, sir. Right? Because I know what I've been through. I serve a big guy, man, and what he brought me out of, there ain't nobody else can do that. I know what he brought me through, man. You dig what I'm saying? So I know. That's why I don't have no problem. I don't have no problem letting anybody know, man. I serve a big God, man. He brought me out of it.
That's courageous too, man. Yes, because we ain't ashamed to tell people.
No, not at all, man. Not at all.
Now, do we get upset? We get upset. We go through things, but guess what? We don't let it define us.
No.
If you're going through anything, we're coming up with a number where we want people to be able to call. We're working on some stuff. Matter of fact, we're telling anybody who's watching and wants to listen that if we are actually, I'm putting this up, you can give $1. We're putting up a network for, like, say, for instance, someone's depressed. They can call one of us. For me,
please,
Hank,
please,
and so we're asking, we're putting this real. I can't stand when somebody's asking for monies and stuff and they don't show no works about it. We are serious about our work about this, and we're you can go back to the show now. We're gonna be on for about we're gonna leave 15 minutes early today, Big Hank. Those scenarios to take care of, especially dealing with the studio we've been putting together. I was a guest last Tuesday on Richie King and Commander show. Commander, I love Commander. He's a retired police officer. He disdains the stuff that he sees and stuff like that, right?
Yeah.
Now, we was talking about what happened in Yadande, Texas.
Oh.
Now, all mass shootings, and me and Big Hank had a episode one time. We talked about how many mass shootings had occurred, and I think that was in 2019 when we was in Santa Ana.
Mm-hmm.
I want to bring to everyone's attention that we all know about what happened in Texas, where a teenager walked in and he shot over 18 babies, 19 babies, and 2 adults, teachers. The problems I've really seen now, this death is terrible,
And
in
condolences to all the families,
all
man.
the families.
Jeez, no way I
Man,
can.
well, my problem is the police officers.
Yeah.
We have done, everyone, we have done countless talks about how police, we have talked to, we had one mother whose son got killed in Denver, remember? We've had different ones around the U.S. that have reached out to me. So one of our shows we did before we ended 3rd season, we brought up about there was 600 murders by police traffic stops, Big Hank. 600 murders since 2017. We've had 600 murders for basic traffic stops. No guns, shooting. Either, I thought he was reaching for a gun. It was a cell phone, this and that. 600 murders. Now, I did a survey since we've been off. From the end of 3rd season, every individual I've talked to, old, young, and my mother's 75, she'd be 76 this year. Asked her, and all the time you've been on this earth, have you ever dealt with a traffic court or seen somebody go to traffic court and end up with life sentence or death penalty?
No.
We have not.
No.
Everybody who's listening, I'm pretty sure you agree. I've been in court, traffic court, paying tickets, been with up. I've never seen a life sentence. I've never seen a death penalty.
No.
But yet, we've had 600 murders over basic traffic stops. Now, all of a sudden, this police is higher than the courts. Because what I'm taught is that in their training, now in the military, and I brought this up with Redneck and Commander, when they're in the military and you got to go to villages and stuff, right? And stuff to deal with the enemy, you can't just shoot somebody randomly and think that was the enemy, because you got civilians there who's just hiding and scared. So
and you got war laws too.
Exactly. You don't want to kill no innocent people. So in the military, they train them to have the sharper eye.
Yeah.
Certain words. You don't want to deal with some suicide bomber. He coming in, hey man, get away from me because he got bombs. Because they know, they train.
Yes, sir.
But I found out that most of our police in the United States, about 80 to 85% of them have never been in the military. Because they give kill shots on non-threatening situations. Chest shots, head shots, back shots is kill shots. No wounding.
Yeah. You ain't shooting a nigga in the leg.
You're to kill.
Right. You trying to
kill. But in the military, they ain't gonna shoot no innocent people.
Right.
But I thought he was reaching for his gun. I thought he was doing it, and I thought he did that. Right? Okay. We heard his excuses. Now let's look at this. This is from the news people. The Uvalde shooting, the cowards and Stetsons. Now I'm going to read what Dean said. Dean said the problem is it's not like a cop pulls someone over for speed and just shoots the driver. There are extracurricular activities that lead up to that. Dean, I would like to think that you're correct on this, but that is not correct. I'm being honest with you. I'm working for the city of Los Angeles. I'm a civil designer. I had a football pass hanging from my rearview mirror, which is string. I'm riding by as the police turn around, and I said, "What you stopping me for?" He said, "Well, this string here is invading your vision." I got a big old windshield, but this little piece of string. But when he came up to my car, he had already had unhooked this thing, his holster. Another cop car pulls up, and he's walking up to my car with his hands on his holster. Now, I'm like Janet Jackson when someone has to drop on me with a gun. They in control. You know, you feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now, I want to get onto this for a second. I want to talk on this. This is a problem I had. 19 armed police stood in the elementary school hallway and did nothing for more than an hour while an armed teenager murdered 19 children. Now, look, this is them. This is some of them. You tough guys.
Yeah.
The Stetsons and your cowboy hats.
Yeah.
The excuses offered by the police. Now I'm reading what it says. The excuses offered by police in Uvalde to excuse their cowardice only confirmed their cowardice. Okay, I'm gonna say this, y'all. Why I'm saying this is because one of the guys stated, one of the police officers stated, I did not sign up for this. See, Dean, I see what you're saying. He said they attacked the parents trying to go in and get the kid. Now that's what I'm getting to that, Dean.
Right. Yeah, they did. Yeah, they talk big to the parents.
Man, they made two grandfathers who was going there to take their guns. You ain't using them.
Yeah, let me use them. Let me go in there and get my grandbaby up out of there, man.
They said, sir, you're not, that's you and me. We're going to get our babies. They macing us and fighting us. Oh. You're not trained to deal with this. Well, obviously, you're not trained.
You ain't trained to deal with it either because you ain't went in there and handled it.
You were scared. Look here, bro.
Yeah.
One of the police officers was in there talking through the walls, telling little kids, if you're still alive, let me. Like, yes, pop.
Yeah, got them killed.
Dude, shoot them.
Man, let me tell you what else happened. It's one of them babies that was in there. She put blood on her and fake dead. So she didn't get killed, man. Where she learned that at? And how courageous that was. But she gonna have problems for the rest of her life, man. She seen people in there getting killed. These little kids, they say, look here, man. Now I want to bring this up. I seen this and it was reported Tuesday when I worked on the I was on Richie King's show. Now he said a border patrol agent who was getting his haircut took the barbershop owner shotgun and went and killed the actor. Well, that's not completely true. The guy stated that he didn't go in there. He did go in. He did take the barber shotgun and go get his wife. His wife was a teacher, and he went and got his wife and his child who was in the 4th grade as well, got them out the place. He said, now the guy from the barbershop, he said he didn't get to kill him. A couple of his other partners from Border Patrol killed him. Yeah. But he said when he got to the school, 19 police officers were sitting, waiting for janitor keys. Okay, wait a minute. All of a sudden, wait a minute. The black neighborhood need to have a battering ram. They dangerous in there. They hurting themselves. Let's use a battering ram and get them out. But we don't need no battering ram with this guy. Yeah, we need a janitor key.
Yes.
Get a bitch. Man, shoot the door off. Shit.
What happened
to the door off?
What happened to it's better. One stand to the side, the other one's like clear. Kick the door in.
Come on, man.
Where's all these angels at? One stand to the left, the other one stand to the right, the other one right in the middle. Okay, look here. This what gets me. One of the police officers said he didn't sign up for this. I'm reading what Dean said. Dean said, isn't it odd that all the stuff that went on in Bond and most of the kids in that school were kids of patrol border agents? Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Because it's close, you know what I'm saying? They're close to the border and everything. So, you know, most if you work in the area you work in, your kids gonna go to the same school. You would think you're safe.
Of course.
You would think it's safe. But gets me once again about these police officers. They said they didn't sign up. One said, I didn't sign up for this.
Wait, I ain't signed up for this.
Sign up to deal with unarmed citizens. You want to look like Mr. Tough, John Wayne around those who they. But when the real stuff come in, John Wayne went out to talk, because John Wayne said,
I don't want no
you're a yellow snake coward.
problem. You
Yellow
don't want
snake
no
means that
problem.
they lay on their stomach. Even Redneck brought to my attention how some of the officers, they all big. You want to ride the white lightning? That's what they told the black dudes at the time. They were stopping him. He ain't did nothing. He in the car. He ain't shooting at nobody. He's a military guy. They told me that you want to ride the white lightning and shoot him with a thing. Shoot him with a, one of them stun guns.
Stun guns. Yeah, I know.
What happened? Wait, but we're not talking about little old Arkansas or some little. We're talking about Texas. Texas is considered the biggest state in the.
Tough guy.
Tough guy. From Texas.
Yeah, I'm from Texas, where it's tears, queer.
We're tough. You don't mess with Texas.
Yeah, Texas.
I love watching this show. There's a show I watch with the there's a little white boy. He's real smart. He's from the guy Sheldon. Yeah, young Sheldon.
Smart,
man, that show has had me crying, laughing, right? And they pride themselves about Texas.
Yeah,
Texas for real. You don't come down there and mess with Texas now.
Yeah, that's right.
Unless I got an AK-47.
Right.
Yeah, I don't have to worry about nobody messing with me.
That's right. They just go the other way. They just go the other way when they see that AK-47. Yeah.
Yeah, I love the show, Young Sheldon. But I'm gonna tell you something. I want people to understand. I'm talking about humanity. So people talking about guns. All of a sudden, this conversation about guns. It's not about people's mindsets. It's the guns. Guns do not kill people.
Right.
Guns. Look, I got guns laying around here. Not once have my guns killed anybody.
Right. Got up and did nothing.
Nothing on his own.
No, not got up and did nothing.
I listen to hardcore rap. People say, ooh, they talking about killing. Look here, man, guns. Let me get this straight to everybody with this false narrative. A gun, if I have it in it, I got a brand new, 44. Been having it for about 5 months. Ain't even popped a clip in it. Ain't shot it. Ain't killed nobody. I love my gun. It's there. But if I make up my mind to kill somebody, doesn't mean I'm gonna use a gun. It may value something else. It's just that a gun. Stop putting the narrative on guns. It's not the guns. Now there are some people that shouldn't have guns. I do think that you need to be a little bit more. How can I say?
Restricted.
Well, it got to be where. Because when I go to get a gun, at first it used to be, oh, you can't get no gun. There's a felony on your record. Man, it's over 20 years ago. Well, I'm sorry about that. But you can sell a gun to a guy who just comes in. Now, I'm going to tell you something. What's the trip? Handguns, you cannot. You got to get a permit and all that. A rifle don't need a permit.
Ain't that something?
I'm like, don't they still shoot bullets with
I never heard that. I never heard that before.
Yeah, you can have a gun in Los Angeles. A pistol is the problem. You can have a gun. If I say, oh, I use this gun for shooting deer.
Oh,
well, guess what? A deer's hide is way more stronger than a human's hide. Deer hunting, duck hunting, deer hunting. Well, now, how Bugs and Down used to say is rabbit season.
Rabbit season.
Rabbit season. You know, Bugs Bunny would trick him up. He'd be like, duck season. No,
rabbit season.
No, rabbit season. No, it's duck season.
Boom.
He said, okay. Boom.
Blow his whole beak off on the ground. His beak on the other side of his head.
Back his head, but what gets me? I'm gonna tell you, people who's not humanitarian. I'm gonna call them right out. Donald Trump Jr. You're completely wrong, unsensitive, for real, bro. How bad is it that, my mother used to say this when I was a kid? It's better to be thought of as a fool than open up your mouth
and let them know. And now everybody know you're a fool.
Look here, man, Donald Trump Jr. I respect your dad. Since I was a kid, your dad, he helped USL football, he helped a lot of boxing matches and all that. You ain't did nothing but have that man's name.
Mm-hmm.
Every time I look up, you got something to say. And how unhumanitarian when he said this. You don't have no empathy to no parents or nothing. You probably shooting blanks, your Willie little, for real. That's one thing you can't buy for is a Big Johnson. Let's say it like that, Donald Trump Jr. How in the world you want to sit up here and these people lose their kids and you talking about, hey, he could have killed them with bats. Sometimes there's nothing need to be said, Junior. I respect my elders. Your father is my elder. You ain't nothing to me, bro. You sit up here and you talk, and y'all get your little platforms with monies, you and Tucker Carlson. I don't have to fight with them. I tell them, let's get in the room and talk in front of other people. And let's see who has intellect. And I'm coming straight G'd up. You can wear your suits and everything that your daddy bought, but let's talk about, hey, you know, y'all humanitarians inside here. You ain't falling no military. Why you not going into the military? Oh, you want to be a huntsman. He's gone hunting, shoot bears, and the dude he hunted with, they end up did something to the bears for them to come. You know, they killed the bear wrongly. But oh, he's not involved. It's the other guy that takes the blame. Man, I'm tired of this wicked stuff, man. You got these politicians, all of a sudden everything over the news. I'm so tired of seeing that stuff. Margie Green, all that stuff. I don't even want to see none of the black folks with that stuff, man. To me, I feel like the third verse of the Declaration of Independence. If this government fails us, we, the people, have the right to dismantle it, and start afresh. I'd rather have people like who I see working in the military, come like rational-minded people who knows today's world and stuff. Lawyers should stay with what we use them for. Like, you know, all the right stuff up. So if I need you for the judge or I need you for a civil suit, I don't need you to run my work, this country.
No.
Yeah, I know he was making a point, Dean. I know he was making a point saying that, hey, he could have just stick with the, you know, guns don't kill people. But the way you said, if you don't have kids, I don't want to see no kid, and let alone seeing a kid beat with a bat. It's bad enough seeing them shot. Muting anything to kids. I have no sympathy for that at all. If he didn't have nothing nice to say or condolences, don't say nothing at all. We get the point that guns don't kill people, people kill people. But it's a way that you address it. It's a way how you say it. You don't see somebody who just their family member or something, right? Okay, so I'm one of those people who just gotta have something to say. But Big Hank, you come and say, man, my friend's wife, man, she was in a major car accident, man, and they don't know if she's gonna live. And I'd be like, well, Big Hank, you know it's 5 o'clock somewhere in the world. Yeah. It don't go with it. I don't show no type of humanness.
Yeah.
I'm talking about humanity, y'all. Forget all this other stuff. Let's talk about humanity. If I'm with you, Dean, okay, if I'm hungry and you may not like me to be at your house, but I do believe you're going to give me something to eat.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's what Dean has said. And I totally agree with it.
That's what
Guns
he said.
don't kill people. People kill people. But we don't need you to put in such an explicit remark about someone's kids, Donald Trump Jr. That's my point. Yeah. When we show humanity, we're lacking empathy. Now we're going to start the next this Thursday. We have a special guest too coming in, Brenda Brown from Sauce in the City. Once you get to know her, they run a lot of comedy stuff there in Vegas and stuff. They interviewed me and asked about won't you come on our show and stuff, right? So Thursday, because we're gonna be getting off here a little bit early, so we're gonna kick your segment in Thursday. Oh, okay. Christina's in the hospital. She fell, and her daughter told me that she was in ICU, and they think she broke her leg.
Damn.
Yeah.
God.
And I was just,
how'd she fall? How'd she fall?
I didn't get. They sent me a text message and stuff. You know. Yeah, I'm gonna do you like Jeff Foxworthy. Watch Jeff Foxworthy. He said, "Hey, I got a text message to pray for Brother Tim. He was in a car accident, and so his wife say, well, where was accident at? I don't know. I just got a text message say pray for him. He was in the car accident. Well, was Martha in the car with him? Well, no, I just got a text.
I can't.
Hey, Big Hank.
Hey, we
Man, I got so
praying
much.
for Christina. Praying for
Yeah,
Christina though,
yeah,
man. Christina
on
Carter.
real.
God pray for
And
her.
you know what, man? Let me tell you, you and I from the hoods, there was been situations that you could have really laid some people out, even probably today. But we don't let our anger and everything affect us to do that.
Right.
Now, I could kill somebody with a gun, a knife, lunging, and all that. But the spirit in me say, Roy, hold your peace. You don't need to do that.
Yeah.
Now, this guy, they make excuses. I can't stand these fake excuses. A guy up in New York, he drives 200 miles, shoots 13 black folks, kills 10 of them, and now they're saying that he was suffering from a toothache.
Man, you almost made me walk off and cut this damn thing off. I almost just cut this damn thing off, man. Just right
Man,
there from some bullshit like
news
that.
people trying to say that the man was suffering from a toothache. So I'm telling you, you're driving 200 miles. Why don't we call it for what it is? Look, Dean is crazy. Dean right with us, man. He got to hang with us. Look what he put out. He said, you get more bees with honey than you do with vinegar.
That's real spit.
That's real spit. Hey, man, look here, man. I'm gonna see y'all. We're gonna come back in Thursday. We got some stuff that we got to take care of, y'all. And Dean crazy. Look what he said. Look.
That was some bullshit. That was some bullshit.
That was horse shit.
That was some horse shit.
Yeah. Look, we persevere. Me and Big Hank has taken a pride to. I've never asked him. Big Hank does not follow off a dialogue. I don't follow for dialogue. We are like-minded. I've been talking with him since 2018 on this type of platform. We've already talked and everything. He is an intellect, y'all. He puts out the screens, and that's what we do for the way we talk. Because if you gender from a word that you hear, then you mess the whole message. And we are taught to don't if no one wants to accept it, then we kick the dust on, we move on, because a lot of people do understand what we're saying, you know. And my point is, never look at a word, look at the story. Stop reading by the book. Until y'all got to know us, nobody was hesitant to say anything. We've had some guy come on racist stuff and white power. We didn't. Hey, we want to have a conversation with you. I ain't mad at you.
More power to you. Do your thing.
I ain't mad at you.
No,
I do say this about our country, and I want everybody who's listening, look. They putting out all these different things, and they try to do it to get monies, and they try to build off your hatred and stuff, your low self-esteem and stuff, and they give you something to base your low self-esteem and your hatred at. That's what racism is about. You ain't no better than me, but they make you think that you are. If you give me help with this, we're going to show that our point is correct, you know. But when we talk about save America, let's look at it like when you planted a seed of hate. I don't understand how you think roses are supposed to grow out of that. I don't know how you think it's going to be the violin playing and soothing Koolaid music and all that stuff, because that's what the movies portray. We've been here. My family goes back to the citizens of America. I'm pretty sure Dean, Big Hank, because a lot of blacks did not come from the slave ships. It's propaganda. There was indigenous people here. There's a lot of Native Americans in my blood. You know, I'm not asking for redemption from the past. I want to be recognized. And then we move forward. Because I have love for Dean. I have love for Ethnic Pimp. For real, I do. And when we start empathizing, and then I'm so tired of these black churches, man, that's constantly manipulating the people. Dr. Williams don't do that, y'all. I know there's other pastors and ministers that is really keeping it 100. But they can't get you in heaven. They can't help you unless you're trying to help yourself. Dean said the media and the government keeps it going. If we are fighting with each other, we can't concentrate on what they are doing. And they constantly getting the money. How do people like Marjorie Green, Senator Marjorie Green, become a senator with all that? I'm looking at who voted her in.
Some of her same kind. That's how she got it.
Yeah. I'd rather see Dean, you, Hank, Richie in it's the Congress delegating, you representing California in the District of Long Beach. Dean, the state, I don't know if he's from Iowa, Ohio, or something like that, and Richie, Missouri, and stuff. Our own delegation, and these guys are military. They know the best of military. We got the military and everything. Because I always felt like you get the military behind you, don't have to worry about all these other pastors. Because I ain't asking Mitch McConnell to stand with me and fight. You feel what I'm saying? But anyway, bro, I wanted to get into that. We had came up. This is what we're gonna be having, y'all, this Thursday. We got Big Hank's, Big Hank on sports.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Sports talk with Big Hank. Yes, sir.
Yeah. And anybody for real, I find myself asking him the questions, y'all, because he knows. I have not been in the football locker rooms. I ain't been prepared to like, hey, what his mindset was, how someone's mindset is right now. Before we do get off, I did have my money going on Boston since day one. Boston was representing the East, Clippers representing the West. Yeah. Boston is there. But man, I had to. Those refs, man, them refs did to me. They were gonna let Golden State. Them jokers, every time I see the foul go, disallow you not. Here's the court right here. And when Paulson came down and did something right, the refs did just like that. When you see him going up, he did. What happened? All right. Draymond Green was supposed to get kicked out that game, man.
Draymond Green scared the whole team. That nigga scared everybody on Boston.
Put your foot on that man's head.
That nigga was pushing everybody from Boston around, man. He pushed the whole team down.
And they asked the ref, the coach from Boston said, man, what you gonna do? Something. Ref was like,
hey, let me tell you what you can't. Let me tell you what you can't do around Draymond. I don't care who you are. If you fall down on the ground, he gonna fall on top of you, act like he can't get up. Oh, he gonna fall, act like he can't get up, hold you down while he getting up.
That was me. Don't he fall suplexing in the game? I said he always got a fall like, like. They're like, man, why is Roy just still down there? Knock the wind out me. And then get up and tell you don't say nothing. That man we was arguing about that. We got to bring that up Thursday, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And hey, man, God bless you, bro.
God bless you too, Roy. Love you, man. See you Thursday, man. 10.
Love you too, bro. Remember, we're gonna have Brenda Brown in. She's coming in as a guest. She's a promoter down there in Vegas.
That's right. You told okay, yeah.
Yeah, she and so I think you're gonna get a kick out of her. She's real cool people. And I'm just getting this outro in. So, bro, God bless you. God bless everybody who's checking in. I don't understand why the video didn't come up. This is our outro. Thank everybody for coming in, joining us. We want to say, keep it 100. And Dean said, great show today, boys. Thank you. Appreciate that, man.
We're gonna have Dean on one. We're gonna have Dean on one day, man.
Come on anytime, man, for real. They don't understand, man. We don't care what you look like, family, man.
Dean all right with me, man. Dean all right with me. He ain't no ass kisser.
No, he's saying he's feeling what he wants, and this is what it's about. We communicate.
I like that.
All right, man. God bless you, man. Much love, Big Hank.
See you Thursday, bro.
Every Tuesday and every Thursday. Y'all tap in.
Is this thing on? Can you hear me?
Roy
Is anybody out there?
Is the spot to be, baby.
Hey, tune in.
It's the